Alright, hello everyone. Let's get going here. I'm going to start out with the WZ-111 1.4. Which tonight I'm going to solo again. I know past couple platoon times I've kind of soloed because it's been a little hectic the past couple weeks, finishing up summer at work, and Ryan had to pick up another day at work too this week, so I guess it was a lot to do. So, but tonight, you know, if you have any requests, I'll gladly take them. Pretty much the norm where, you know, I'm gonna mix in, or do my best to mix in a couple grinds and tank requests. Basically doing one grind, 2 tank requests, kind of popping back and forth here. So yeah, I was like a minute or two late starting. Not that it's a big deal by any means. I was kind of sitting here, just about ready to go, and not that it was gigantic, but I could see a black thing crawling up my wall, and it was a spider. I'm like, nope, that's not gonna stay there. can't do that. All right. I decided to head down here just because I don't exactly, this thing, you know, I can brawl on it looking at their tanks, but I'd rather fight down in this area. If that's the right decision or not, though. Got enough people onto my left, so I'm just gonna push straight ahead here. I'm not gonna be safe from Artie regardless of where I head. Let's see if I can. Yep, nobody's there. So might as well just plow right through. That's what this tank's good at. Kind of surprised the Foch B didn't kill this Panther 8.8, but yeah, whatever. He's a goner now. I do not think I have either of those tanks, Daniel. And they're both pretty. I think the UE-57, isn't that like tier 2 or 3? I don't have that or a Hetzer. Please take a look at my tank request list if you ever want to know what tanks I have. You can type either !tank request list, or it's in the video description beneath the video here. It'll pop you over to WoTguru.com and has all the tanks I can play during the stream on it. Nice to see everybody. Fortunately, you know, I even though I'm soloing here, typically I solo when I'm like just like beat and exhausted. I'm not too tired today. I just, you know, I basically had a long day at work, and I have a lot to do after stream here since Ryan is going to be very busy tomorrow, and she's not here tonight. Yeah, I probably should have held on to that shot, but we're gonna kill this Conqueror, so I'm safe from Artie. I'm just doing my standard. I have no idea where he's heading. Okay, I'm just doing my. God, there's an E75. Awesome. That's not good. Standard pull people back towards the cap here. I just wish I had not gotten hit by that E75. But since he's throwing APCR, I might as well load up some gold. Thanks for destroying. It's not that big of a piece, but I'd be spotted now. Yep. Alright. I'm just gonna sit here still. This E75 has his hands full. E4 can't hit me right away here. But this is still, I feel like, a decent spot just because it's annoying the hell out of them. Because technically, you know, I'm sitting right out in the open, but these buildings provide more cover than they look. Ah, I took a chance there and that didn't pay off. But we also have to be aware that they are capping us. Fortunately, there's only one on the cap. However, yeah, so I'm actually gonna... I'm just gonna stay hidden here, because they haven't put a second person on the cap. If they do, yeah, there we go. We got a second person on now. Alrighty, now we're good. Let me catch up on tank requests now. E34, I do have that. That's all good, nice cuppa. That's why I have it set up to where, you know, it's once per 60 minutes. You know, you just have to chat once and it counts you as viewing, you know, for the whole hour. Hello, David. But yeah, trust me, I know all about not being able to be somewhere all the time. But decent match, still we did a good amount of damage across our team, but we probably could have won had I still just pushed out, you know, but I was playing it a little bit safe there. So on to the Primo Victoria. Hello, Rich. Retro mood. Hello, Gary. And Fix It Man. So I'm actually a little concerned, things that is way far out, but just the projections for Hurricane Irma that's supposed to get into a category 4 and 5 before it gets near the Caribbean. Not the I don't want to jinx myself here, but yeah, technically, you know, I live in Cape May, but the little subsection, like my essentially like district, the original town name that I live in near Cape May is called Irma. Where when they named this thing like a day or two ago, I'm like, oh god. It's like, what are the chances? It's just, you know, if it comes our way for whatever reason, hopefully it doesn't hit anybody, but it looks like it's going to hit somebody. It's during a weekend where we have 3 weddings. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. So low key, not really right now. You know, there might be a stream or two I might do that, but more or less I take tank requests every single stream. The days I'm most likely to do that is if I'm not scheduled for a stream and I pop on and stream. Those are more prevalent when, you know, it's not the busy season at work for me. So come basically October, but I don't think, you know, it's just something where I know a lot of people like to request tanks and see, you know, the tanks they want to see played, but yeah, I'm not against playing tanks I want to play, which just was a little bit dumb for me to push out here, just because our 1390 wasn't able to spot as much as you typically would have. Yeah, I saw there's a big I like looking at for whatever reason, like there's one website, I think it's windy.com. There's like some cool websites with like interactive weather maps, I like looking at him, and it looked like there was a big storm heading up that way. Hello, Flame. Alright, T54 Mod 1. I didn't want to go up on that corner at all, whatsoever. Nope, didn't want to do that at all. Okay. Yeah. Like, fortunately, I do got going for us. You know, my Irma is spelled with an E, and the hurricane's an I, but it would not be great. We're gonna be in some trouble here. Little bit of trouble because they're starting to push, and I wasn't exactly very aggressive in the beginning like I should have been. Ah, shit. Don't kill him, please. Rather him shoot me. He did just make a mistake, though, to where if we can kill him, that's big. 5120's reloaded now, unfortunately. Maybe... Shit, he ran away. Little Sheridan's alone now. Sorry, little Sheridan. You got ditched. Okay. I thought it was windy.com, but yeah, I really like looking at that a lot for some reason. It's just pretty cool to look at it. Ah, screw it. Of course he's still throwing heat, but I didn't want to just sit there and get pummeled by artillery. Which there is still already, but I can help get this guy out. Hopefully there's nothing else back here. There probably will be. Like there already. Of course he's really low chance for a shot. Yeah, I don't have a chance to hit him. Now I might. He just moved. Did he drown himself? To what it's looking like. Yes, he did. Well, thank you, Spice. Alright. Just gotta wait here. We're low HP. We're better off fighting together, so. The most... Do you mean badass tank? And that's why I was kind of waiting. I assume that there's Strebs over here somewhere. Probably right on my left right about now. Maybe not. He's actually still down there. And this guy is not moving. Awesome. Kind of feels like a little cheap to do that, but I'll take it. My job is to make Labobo to get wasted. What, at least I didn't scream out like, don't kill me or something this time. Thank you for tipping Levi. Biscuit here. Hey, I got a mastery badge first class. Most amount of damage in the match. Don't know how I accomplished that. Pretty good amount of credits too, because I have a credit booster. Thank you very much, WWVDAR, for the subscription. Hello, Tig. Alright, so my next tank up is a T62A. Let's say I'm gonna have to see if I can wake Levi up here. He's taking a nap. Hello, buddy. Hey. Hey. There we go. You want a biscuit? Here. He was snoring. I don't know if you could hear you guys, but or if you could hear him. And I started like scratching him to wake him up, and he just stopped snoring and he starts like he just like planked. But he didn't wake up right away. Well, this is probably going to be a bad idea, but I'm heading over this way. Hello, blah. Gonna make everyone dizzy and spin around in circles the whole time. Hello, Andrew. I will say, you know, I can see I got a 215B request. Might have room for maybe one or two more, but after that, might have to close requests. I honestly don't even know half the phrases I say, you know, just those things where you don't notice you say something until people point it out to you. I missed that shot. The reason I think this is a bad idea is most of my team ran away from this area. For a fairly good reason. They do have Type 4s and stuff, but you can't give up this area and expect to have an easy chance at winning, unfortunately. Like, I'd much prefer to push through the town right now with the VK. However, when you do that, you're gonna get arty to death. Alright, we got him out. This Type 4 is inching up. I'll have to catch up on the chat in a few minutes here. Okay, our town's getting swarmed here. I gotta keep an eye on where I'm at and also this. So that doesn't happen too much. Alright, but now that he's kind of alone, I can out damage this guy pretty damn easily. Their Yag Tiger moved. The ST1's coming around, but I should have... I am throwing heat out of this, but whatever. It's what Russian mediums do. Alright, keep bounce off me or miss me, that's fine too. But I like the win, so I'm just... yeah. I see an opening and I'm just gonna abuse the hell out of it. Daisy, I took that a little bit wide. Whoops. That's what I get for third-person view, that close. Crap. I'm fine. They're not going to shoot me from my left. Got him somehow. What would you like for the challenge? Lobobo. Sorry, tonight I'm just soloing. Typically I platoon tonight, but it's been last week or so has been a little hectic for me. It just helps sometimes keep me kind of in a rhythm soloing. Pretty good amount of damage. I did use a lot of heat, but it is basically what I saw to make sure I wasn't gonna push into those heavy tanks and basically bounce and die. So alrighty then. Could veto one map, it would probably be, I'd say Live Oaks for me. I'll do the, which thank you Ivan for the subscription. I'll do the VK4502, or yeah, VK4502B right now. So John just purchased the challenge. I've got to do 2.5 times the hit points and damage, so 4,850 between damage, blocked, and assist combined. If I reach that or get above it, I win. If I don't, he wins and he gets back double the stream currency he used to purchase that. Does it snow in Cape May? Sometimes. Not as often as I'd like. I love snow. But basically, we tend to either get a ton of snow, and then like, say like Pennsylvania, inland New Jersey and stuff doesn't get a lot. Whereas most of the time, you know, a lot of the Northeast gets a ton of snow. And then the way weather systems work here, we're surrounded by the ocean, Delaware Bay on 3 sides, to where it keeps us warm, just warm enough to where we just get like slush and rain, or we get like a coating. That's the majority of storms that we have in the winter. So it's actually going to be a little bit difficult here. I'm just looking at their tanks and pretty much everything on their team can, except for maybe their T-44 at the bottom, they can pen me through my lower plate. Sorry. Wrong name. Can blame that on the caffeine, or I can. This is my risky maneuver of the early game. Gotta be a little lot of late ABCR here. Alright guys. Yep, you gotta be aware that there's another little flank over there. At least tracked him. This should be good for me. Nope, not if everyone just bounces though. Alright. No! Are you kidding me? Now I'm reacting. Yep, you gotta watch where you're moving, honestly, with teammates, and I was gonna be able to get around if that guy wasn't there blocking me from turning. Sucks. But yeah, we don't have a flank over here. In the least bit. Why did you get stopped there? Yeah, no shit, there's people out there. We had like we had an Indian Panzer out there. Like, Hey, I wanna go help, but I don't know if I can actually get out of here now. Holy crap! And of course, I guess got tracked head on. You're gonna win this. We'll see though. They're slowly pushing up here. It's just there's a Fosh B and a TVP shooting at me. This is not very good for me. And I guess bounce the IS-3. Okay. I have a feeling this Fosh B is gonna switch over to premium, but yeah, I mainly set up here because I'm trying to help these guys behind me. They weren't pushing, and they're just getting whacked by the freaking people in the center. Like, they kept pulling back. Granted, we're ahead by 3 tanks right now. Like, we're still doing good, but we should have just flooded the E2 spot early on when we had a lot of tanks over them. We would have just plowed right through them. Mainly, honestly, I was using APCR there, specifically trying to help me with my freaking accuracy to lead time. Because I'm not going to pen him in the upper glacis. And I just missed. That face. Because I know Artie can hit me right here. Alright, Mr. IS-3. Yeah, I was about to say, you can one-shot the frickin' TVP. Maybe you can. Where's this TVP gonna head? Is he gonna head towards me? Or is he gonna head south? Just I'm also one-shottable. I should have loaded up HE here. Oh god, I spotted him through the frickin' gap. Really? Really? Come on. Yeah, I just got barely over. The amount for the challenge here. Most of it came from blocking, but I got a little bit lucky. They weren't throwing gold. The second batch of people I ran into, the first batch over in like E1, E2, that was all premium. Where did you go? I have a feeling he's in C0. I could be wrong though, but I actually do think he went up here. Nope, I'm completely wrong. Hello, fan. Nice to see you. Hello, Crimson. Everyone's complaining about the new, which thank you, Napoleon blown apart, or blown apart. He did a very good job of doing some damage for us. But I barely eked it out here with like 150, 200 over the challenge. So thanks again, Lobobo, for the challenge. Just barely inched you out there. So I'm going to hop into a grind before getting to the Tiger 131 here. Kind of hopping back and forth between grinds and requests here. But I am going to say that I'm going to say tank requests are full here. Just looking at the amount, the time left. Thank you, Xavier, for the subscription. Honestly, though, like, I know a lot of people hate the new YouTube interface. I personally, I don't really... Not to say I don't see much of a difference, it is different, but I honestly don't care. Everything's still basically in the same spot, at least for my end. Granted, my YouTube, most of the stuff I'm on is the back end for my channel, but pretty much all the same to me, so... But part of the reason they're switching it is there's going to be a very large... it's mainly revolving around live streaming, honestly. There's going to be a very large update sometime soon, before the end of the year here, to YouTube and YouTube Gaming, to where it's going to switch chat, it's going to be switching the way channels look, and they're going to add the custom emojis, sponsor features, I forget what else. Basically, they're going to be... It's going to be on par with some of the features that Twitch has and YouTube doesn't. But reading about it and what the developers post, there's basically a lot of limitations as to how YouTube's set up currently. It wasn't set up for that. And that's probably why we're starting to see the UI change on regular YouTube. Because YouTube Gaming's, it's not perfect, but it has, you know, it kind of looks similar to me what they've changed for the regular UI. But that's slated before the end of the year, so I'm sure that, you know, with enough people complaining about the user interface, they'll probably tweak it for regular YouTube, but I'm sure some of the things that they're changing are in anticipation for the big change to support live streaming better. Like, I prefer to live stream here on YouTube, but there's definitely some things that you notice that, you know, Twitch definitely does better. I killed Napoleon. I kind of remember that now, Lobobo. Every now and then I'll see someone with a really cool name, and I'm like, I gotta do something. I gotta kill you. Hello, Mark and Bartek. I'll catch up on chat in a second here, guys, and thank you again, Rick, for the tip. I'm just struggling to figure out where I want to head next, and I keep getting artied. I'm gonna bank on this object 140, not getting me. Yeah, I'll catch up on chat after the battle here. Did I track him? No. that was my end goal there, just to track him so he got stuck out in front of our friendlies there. Ooh. He's throwing premium, but I did not expect him to have the 12.8 centimeter gun. You very rarely see that on an E100. Thank you very much, Lobobo, for the tip. Okay, I just need to be careful here. Done this plenty of times, but every now and then I will kill myself doing that. Well, you can thank people for exploiting stuff for why we don't get experience for blocking. That's something to where They talked about it for a while. Last year they actually, I believe, super tested it 2 times in different not intervals, but different basically ways to reward experience for blocking, and they found it was very easy to exploit the system. I shot wrong. Personally, I think they should just do it to where if you get steel wall, you should get a little bit of a bonus, like any of those you know, medals and stuff for battles. Ace Tanker stuff, or not just Ace Tanker, but like Top Gun, stuff like that. You should get a little bit of a set experience, credits, free experience, whatever you want, bonus. I think that would be a good workaround. Repair kit on 4? This is how I've always had it. Alright, got a mark of excellence finally. Finally getting up there on the battle count on this. Yeah, not a bad match. Almost died, but why I said I'd catch up on chat, because if I kept reading the chat, I definitely would have died there for a second. Alright, so next up is Tiger 131. Gotta add in the tip here. Which, thank you again for the tips, guys. For whatever reason, Streamlabs thinks today is over, so I actually have to set it for tomorrow. The end goal. It annoys me. I kept trying to put today as the last day, and it thinks today ended 1 hour ago. Hello, Phoenix. Nice to see you again. Bartek, I can add the 112, but I'm not sure if I can get to it as far as requests go. Sorry. It's just there's a lot of you know, there's a lot of requests for the amount of time left. I don't have a Girl 15, but yeah, I can't take any more tank requests, guys, today. Sorry. It's just really they fill up in the first 15-20 minutes of each stream, especially for streams that I do at night that are only 2 hours. Mondays, you know, the longer nighttime stream. Especially because, you know, I mix in a couple grinds here or there too, so I actually progress on a few tanks. If you're ever curious what tanks I have, you can type ! tank request in the chat here, and I'll bring up a URL that takes you over to all my tanks over on my website, WoTGuru.com. But yeah, bottom tier here, and I'm honestly going to play it like I'm top tier, because there's no arty. Having no arty makes things so much easier to kind of play more aggressive, as long as you keep an eye on where the enemies are. Like, I'm hoping he might spot me here. Yeah, he's... no, he's not. It just makes it a lot easier to kind of poke around and hopefully not die. That's the plan, at least. A little bit surprised that this guy has not gotten sent back to his garage, to be honest. Here we go, took care of that. Ever since the Tigers got a turret armor buff, it's made playing them a lot easier. You know, they're not immune to shots, but it makes it capable of somewhat tanking damage, whereas everything before could just punch right through your turret front. You actually have a little bit of armor going for you now. Not a lot, but just enough. I actually have to be careful not to get shot from this way. I kind of shoot through the the railroad tracks here. Yeah, I'm not actually sure he's playing. Yep, he's moving. Maybe he is. Right. Now I'm a little bit too far from the fight. The give, yeah, the give command unfortunately doesn't work. I disabled that. Are streams hard to do? It depends on how you would like to stream. I would say for most people, yes. I can multitask pretty good because I'm a sous chef, and you know I'm multitasking for like 10 hours a day. You know, cooking, prepping, receiving orders, what have you. Yeah, this was probably a bad idea. But yeah, that's mainly the hard part, and also talking, to where it took me, you know, luckily I did videos for World of Tanks to where I'm used to talking to a computer screen. You know, I'm talking to you guys, but you know, it is a little bit hard if you haven't done videos and commentaries and stuff before, to where it feels like you're just, you know, you're talking to yourself and you're gonna go crazy. But the only way you know is to try it out. I don't have any bonus codes, no. I'm not a wargaming community contributor. They do not like me for some reason. Probably because I'm on the NA server. Nice if we could spot some stuff. Definitely playing with fire here. But this is where the turret armor comes into play. Again, it's not great, but you can at least bounce some shots now with it. Blah, I don't know if you typed the flip coin earlier. It has a 20-minute timeout threshold, where if you type it once, you know, you can't do it again for 20 minutes. Or potentially, I don't know if this is your first time in the stream, sometimes it might take a little bit to update the amount of coins you have. It updates basically once every 60 minutes, I have it set up to be. Because the way that the chatbot works here on YouTube doesn't really track, you know, just people watching and not chatting. So the chatbot requires me to set up like an interval. By default, it's 15 minutes. I set it to 60. That way you just have to like type like hi, tank request, whatever, and it counts you watching for 60 minutes instead of having to type something every 15. So it might just be that. I'll change the overlay to white after this battle here. I want to go freaking Godzilla Unconquerables into our base, which in the Defender for this match is a very fitting name considering the tank that he's in. Because even me chucking APCR at him, yeah, I can pen him, but yeah. Alright, I'm gonna bank on this IKB killing him. I know I'll 100% die. Hopefully everything goes as good as it can, Perkaholic. Oh god, there's a Hellcat coming straight for me. Whew. He stopped right at the last second there. That's not cool. Even though I guess I'm fine with that. We really need to Because the only way to deal with base is going to be to flank him. But we need to kill the meal. Awesome. Crap, I'm out here in the open. I can't push here. I'm sorry, T-3485M, but I think they'll be fine resetting if they... Yeah, I screwed up there. I thought I'd be fine, but I guess I did stick out from that bush. They should be fine to reset though, but killing him is... You know, basically right now, they would need someone over that way to shoot him. Yeah, they screwed the pooch here, but... Hello Leaf, nice to see you. Hope you're doing well as well. I'm doing fairly good, just a bit busy. Hello Mario, nice to see you. Just trying to catch up on some the chat here to see if I missed anything. I've seen I don't know if I definitely didn't see a Bing car, but I saw Google's, if you're talking about like the camera cars driving around. But yeah, Levi is snoring, Dag. My tank request list is right up top here. The T-30 is up next. Need to switch the overlay now. I don't think we've done white before. Yeah, we might have, but yeah, unfortunately we lost. Decent amount of damage, but yeah, the defender, again, perfect username for that battle for that tank, but it's just on our team there's only so many tanks that could pen him frontally, and he just kind of took it slow and just wrecked us. But that's the upside of that tank. We got the T-30 here. I think most of us, perkaholic, you know, honestly, well, granted, I have home insurance, but yeah. Hopefully no flooding ever happens here. I bought this house, well, I grew up in this neighborhood, but it's also one of the highest points around here, which is a paltry 24 feet above sea level. So thank you very much, Grigsby, for the tip. Sometimes like the assist damage, well, I spotted a bit there, but you'll see sometimes, you know, if I don't have a good chance at tracking, or not tracking, but penning a tank, I'll track them to help my allies who have better guns than me, or more penetration, what have you, to penetrate them. You know, just aiming at a track of a tank can do a lot better than, you know, basically hitting the tank for one shot's worth of damage. If you track them, you might be able to hit them again if they don't have a repair kit. So, same net for you, but your allies can also hit them. Alright, so nobody's heading to this side. Thanks for tipping Levi a new toy, Rick. I'll remember to do that right after the battle here. Yes, it is. But for reference, though, like people were talking about, like my family's really big into real estate here, and a lot of people were discussing the say if Harvey happened here. Granted, the likelihood of a hurricane stalling over our area is very low with how the weather patterns are. Basically, the entire southern tip of New Jersey, the peninsula I live on, would be completely underwater. You know, for several days. Like, it just wouldn't exist anymore. That's just perspective of, you know, how bad the flooding is in Texas. He's gonna try to track me, or not track me, but hit me there, which I'm fine with him hitting me in the side. I just want to make him die. I would like a piece of cover to hide behind, to be honest. Guy's like, shit. I do have to kind of be concerned if they push too far behind me. I'm gonna say I'm not 100% immune here, but alright. Yeah, I'm kind of close to it. I don't like my chances here. Yep. Unfortunately, yeah, he knew to overmatch me. It's one of those things where I did 2600 damage, but it still sucks in a way because we talked about last stream how Wargaming wanted to switch to overmatch mechanics and people freaked out over it. Just simple things of knowing, you know, hey, I can overmatch this even though my shell's hitting it at like 85 degrees to where it would bounce off. Alright, little bud. Thank you for tipping Levi a new toy here, Rick. But yeah, please no discussing politics and what have you. Oh god, this thing is loud. Ryan picked this one out. Holy lord. Do you want the toy? It's 1 second. Here we go. Thank you very much for tipping him again, Rick. Alright, so I have basically the request here is for any tank. So why don't I hop into the Foch B here. Again, Ryan picked this toy. It's a little loud. I typically try not to pick super loud ones, but yeah, unfortunately, yeah, I'm not taking any more requests just because the ones I currently have, I'm not even exactly sure, which I did forget to hit closed, but yeah, I'm not even sure if I can do all the requests that I currently have for the stream, so I don't want to take any more, and you know, if I don't think I can get to them all, so. Alrighty then. Well, that dog is happy. Let's switch back to different camera here. we always try to get them toys that don't like have that annoying squeak. They always end up sounding like cows. Oh Lord. That was probably stupid to shoot them, but yeah, whatever. So yeah, this he's probably gonna pen down. P54 got me though. It's just Levi will wear himself out in like 5 minutes, I would say. He got to play quite a bit before the stream, so. I missed my chance to hit him. Here we go. Need to be careful. There's 2 TDs way back here that can cause quite a bit of damage to me. Keeping an eye on where they're at compared to me. I'm actually gonna reload here. I'd say that would probably cause nightmares, Graham. I know you Levi timed you out, Andrew, but I know you that's yeah. Unfortunately, you could blame trolls for the word pussy being an auto timeout. I didn't want to get hit by the IS-3. Oh god. Yeah, I'm kind of blocking people now and I'm dead. Just... I was hoping I was going to be able to pop here and start shooting at the IS-3. Yeah, we had a kind of full HP person not want to move out all the way, but it is what it is. I pushed out there knowing that the Foch totally sucks fighting close up anywhere. So next up is the Lukes. Well, granted, you know, 10k is a lot of damage in any tank, but every single time, like, people were screaming that that tank is overpowered. It's balanced by the penetration, really clunky chassis, lack of gun depression, lack of left and right movement, long reload between the between the clips, and also the HP. So it's got its problems, but you know, you can pretty much look up any tank in the game and just see, especially when a new tank first comes out, you know, a lot of the big you know, say YouTubers and stuff, they take in replays and they'll pump out like, you know, 20 million damage match, what have you. Alright, little dog. So, you know, you're always going to find them where they are very good matches. However, it's just, you know, the tank is good, but it needs a kind of good gun for if you've never driven a high tier French TD. Driving them is just like, I don't know, it's just painful driving those tanks. Sorry, Mitch, I can't take any tank requests. I've already said it once, and other people have said, please don't ask again. You know, I am sorry I can't take any more requests. My tank requests fill up very early on most streams. Alright, so up after this I'm gonna hop into another grind, and then I've got the T-34 Heavy, T-110E3, I have a badass tank I was requested to play, don't know what that will be yet, Object 252U, FE215B, any tank request, and I'll be mixing in grinds in between them as well. Mine saying Cairnavon? Yeah, I'm sure I botched it. Aim too low there. Stream schedule, well, yes, John's got it there in the chat, but it's right at the top of the stream, on screen here too, and in the video description. During the season, right now at work, I'm very busy, so you won't really see me pop on outside of the stream schedule. Other times of the year, you know, I will pop on here or there when I'm not scheduled to be on. I actually got it right. I'm surprised. Oh lord, I guess ran into a dead tank here. The M7 Priest actually has some armor to it. No! Flip! I was totally, I was totally confident I wasn't gonna stay over there. Just want to keep you guys on your toes, you know? Tactical barrel roll, just to draw attention away from my tank. It's alright, Fruit. You know, you're not the first one to miss it. Yeah, unlike, you know, I made my overlays here. I'm surprised a lot of other streamers don't have them, just because you can kind of make things look a little nicer, but, yeah. I don't fault people for not seeing everything, because not every streamer has, like, an overlay right on the screen with info. You're counting the roll? Yeah, a lot of porn bots. When you know you've made it big, you know? That's the quintessential telltale sign. I want to kill him, but I don't want to ram him that way. Never heard of a warrior wasp, but we have quite a few different kinds, species of different wasps here. Unfortunately, I'm allergic to them all. Got a mastery badge, first class. Not too shabby. Most amount of damage in the match. Thanks for requesting this. Always, or not always, but depends on the matchmaking with this. If you're bottom tier, it could be a little hard, but that was a pretty fun match. Typically, most matches are pretty fun. For this one, Levi has now went into the I am going to whine at my toy now. Yeah, I hear ya. I'm gonna do a grind. I'm probably just gonna stick with the grinds tonight for 132A and the 111-14, since I'm pretty close to finishing them. Then next up after this is the T-34 Heavy. Can I throw this for you? Put it down. Please? Please? Thank you. I got that joke too. It's like the first joke I've gotten in quite some time. I am fairly sure that Rich requests the Lukes. I could be wrong though. I'm actually usually in a heavy I stay up here, but I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. Whenever you guys keep saying Welsh, I know, you know. Right? Maybe I don't have anybody down here with me. I just, I know someone with the last name Welsh, so I keep picturing him when you guys are saying these things. Alright, I guess I'm gonna wait and see if anything comes down here first, since I'm alone. I was hoping to at least have one partner in crime here, but I'm actually gonna say that nobody from the enemy team has gone down here. I'm just looking at their massive blob of tanks there, and I'm actually a little sad that I'm not in on it. I'm about to come up the rear though. You know, just firing a warning shot there. Will they nerf the Foch B? I highly doubt it. I would say the tank most likely, I kind of talked about it last stream, tank most likely to get nerfed that's been rebalanced or introduced in this patch, it's going to be the M48A1 Patton. It's going to either be that or the M46 Patton. I would say they are number 1 and number 2 for being nerfed. Guy is really hawking me here. Ah. The rain's coming around. Oopsies, I gotta get back. Whew. Yeah. I don't know if I can pronounce that. Give me a minute here and I might try. It's probably gonna be terrible, but I barely can speak English. Alright, here's an attempt at me crossing here without getting too many shots. And it worked. I got spotted, but he's like, run away! And he has no fire extinguisher. Thank you very much, Lorraine40T. I love you. Alright, we're ahead enough to where I can shoot an AFK tank. I'll actually keep moving up though. Very riveting gameplay right now. Main reason I am shooting a tank that's not playing is so I can push basically straight forward and not be seen coming around, hopefully. This E75 is putting up a tough fight though. This M41 can kill him. It's a little bit too late. Our team finally pushed in. I know. I'm such a filthy stat patter there. It's not worth it. Could I pronounce? Yeah. I could probably go as far as Lawnfair. Well, I can't even say. I can't even say that. No. Well, that doesn't sound very good, Peter. And luckily, you know, you made it through that. Honestly, I still remember when I was young, I was playing like little dump trucks and stuff outside, like really small ones in a garden. Didn't realize I was like sitting on an ant nest, which they're just like normal, like we don't have anything like fire ants and stuff up here. They're just like black ants, where I got covered and like biting, you know, all over me and stuff before I knew it. That didn't feel too well. Luckily, though, I haven't had anything major with bees or wasps recently. It's like 2 years ago where found out that I'm now allergic to them. Wasn't when I was a kid. I always got stung by stuff as a kid. Can I pronounce Kronwagen? I think it's close enough by pronouncing that. You can now see Levi in the final stage of new toy syndrome, where he uses it as a headrest. Yep. He has now reached the final stage, where he sits there, he whines a little bit, and he rests his head on it. After stream, he's done it with every single one. After the stream, he will pick it up, make me go outside with it, and make me throw it 2 or 3 times. And then he'll run back in and he's like, okay, I'm done. He has his little routine. But yeah, thank you, Graham. I'd say as far as pronouncing things, it can go very bad for me, because I'm not the best at pronouncing things, I'll admit it. But honestly, as long as I'm close and you guys know what I'm talking about, that's fine with me. I know I'll never be like a linguist, so like throughout like elementary school, like speech therapy and stuff, I had to go through quite a bit of it. Alright, thanks, Dick. Thank you very much, Lobobo, for the tip. Honestly, like, I know that there's a right and wrong way to pronounce everything, but it all depends on where you're from, where you live, what have you. Like, hell, most people say water. Like, it sounds weird to me saying water. It probably doesn't even sound right coming out of my mouth, because growing up in South Jersey, it's a Philadelphia thing mainly. A lot of people around here, you know, we say water. Basically spelled either... and maybe mainly W-U-D-D-E-R, water, or W, basically like wetter, but you know, with an E instead of an A, for water. It's just, that's how people say it around here, to where if you ever hear anybody say it that way, they're probably from around where I live. Alright, we set up a little bit better here. I don't want to block you. There we go. I'm just trying to get my little notch in here. But yeah, you know, do people around here technically say water wrong? Yeah. I don't think there's any problem with it though. It's, you know, it's just where you come from. Trying to get out of your way. Trying to climb up the hill. Sitting right behind me though doesn't help anybody. Honestly. Maybe not. Thought I needed to sneeze there for a second. I sneeze very loud, so I'll definitely try to mute that if I need to. Well, yeah. Honestly, though, my school around... Really? You're literally staring at me like I'm the problem that you're stuck right in front of a Jagdpanzer 100? You saw that, right? He, like, stared right at me like... It was my fault. Pretty sure he's gonna end up shooting me. Honestly, though, my school district growing up, you know, they were not the best at, you know, English and everything like that. As far as not even the teachers, like I liked all my teachers throughout school, but just like the curriculum. Yeah, we can see that little Scorpion G, you know, dot right on the map there. He's no longer there, though. I'm still gonna chase him. But I think he is long gone. I'm guessing he's down to the left here. Maybe not. Pop goes to E50. Which way? I think I'm gonna head this way. What do I use to push around a store when you're shopping? A cart. Shopping cart? Or do what other people might say basket? I've heard both around here. I figured that was gonna happen, but just in case he got flanked. Hello, JC. Yeah, I saw... Oh no, I just saw your... Now that you mention it on Discord. The question that you post. You know, you can ask questions all you want there. I guess usually I have up the channel that says live stream chat, which is why I didn't say it during the stream here, but right now I'm using the higher rate of fire gun, but really, you know, it comes down to preference. I think most people are gonna like and get better use out of the one with more accuracy, but I'm gonna wait and switch until I see if it makes sense for the T-54. It's buggy in North Carolina? I've never heard that one. But, not a ton of damage here, but I survived. So the T-110A3 is the next request up here. I don't exactly like Sabaton's music, no. Yeah, I like the T-34 Heavy, Fruit. It's always been one of the better profit earners for a premium tank. Has good gun, don't need to use many premium rounds. Good turret armor, good gun depression. Not too much to complain about it, outside of, you know, just the DPM, but... JC, right now I'm going for the higher rate of fire gun, but like I just said, I'd probably think I might end up switching to the more accurate gun, just because the difference in DPM isn't that big, to where more penetration and better accuracy might be more worthwhile. But yeah, I'm just gonna wait and see. I would be confused too. I would think that they're talking about like a Volkswagen Bug or something. Levi is... Hey, what you doing back there? He is super upset right now, probably because I'm not playing with him and his new toy. Equipment? I think I have the standard optics, gun rammer, vertical stabilizer. What most people use with mediums. You can replace if you want, but I don't recommend it, optics with vents. Just because I think the added view range on any medium is worth it at higher tiers. Hey! Hey, why you're all sad now? Sorry, I gotta play. I'll give you a biscuit in a minute. This dog knows how to beg. No, that's not a good idea, Cody. Definitely not a good idea. Hi, IS-3. Or IS-7, I should say. Oopsie daisy. Yep. That's a bad situation for me here. And yeah, I got pinned again. I don't know what my team's doing. Oh, they got pushed on. Yeah, I'm dead. That's all my bad for pushing out there. Honestly, I saw that they pushed a couple of tanks across the very far south there, but didn't expect that many, and obviously my team is way too, yeah, way too many people in the north, as usual, from this side, and we're just gonna get shredded into town. Oh well, that was a short-lived E3 match. I kind of did it to myself there, though. I have no idea what you mean calibrated shells. So I would say that we don't have that. Here you go, dog. Yeah, that's exactly what you wanted there. Thank you for tipping Levi a biscuit, Labobo. Alright, so next up, I'm going to do a grind after. There's a request for a badass tank. What do we have? Let's see if anything stands out here for that. Okay. Just, I guess it depends on who is picking. I'm honestly, it's probably gonna sound really weird. I'm gonna go with the AT-15A. That might come to a surprise to some people, but this is one tank, if you've noticed, who might come up for sale sometime this year, but hasn't been for sale in I don't even know how long at this point. It's been at least 2 years, I feel like they haven't sold this. I would say it's probably the best tier 7 premium tank as far as performance goes. It's basically balanced like a standard tier 7, but it has preferential matchmaking, so you get the best of both worlds. So hi, little bud. I know, you're such a good beggar. You're gonna have to wait a little bit longer. Alright? Well, I'm very glad that we don't have that in World of Tanks PC. On the NA server, I did not see it sold. The AT-15A. Unless it was a different server. I could have just completely missed it, but...
No, that's all you're getting.
Please don't tip him for a little bit again. No, I can. Yeah, I don't want to. I can make it to where they time out them. Yes. But yeah, the reason with the way Fussbot, I might be able to set it up through YouTube. Their chat moderation. Fussbot, if I put just like, say, hot girls as a ban word, if someone just types hot, it'll ban them or time them out. That's the problem. It doesn't separate, you know, whether it's different context, stuff like that. It's just based solely off of the word. Or at least that's what I've seen so far as how it works. All right, we can do it accuracy or not. I don't care that the SU-100's shooting me, but I'd rather be able to see him shooting me. Here we go, which is my problem right now. But the reason I love this tank, very good frontal armor. The gun on it, you know, it lacks a little bit of alpha, a little bit of pen for its standard round, but the gun is very nice. It's got good HP for TD at the very least, preferential matchmaking. Got a little bit of everything, except for a turret. Bit surprised that he pinned me somewhere my lower hull there. Gotta be a little bit careful because of that. That hurt. Oh god, how did I miss it? There's a Scorpion G in the match. I was kind of staying out far here because I didn't think they had anything super high alpha. Still out, kind of waning in the wind. Nope, they had Scorpion G sitting all the way in the back. Crap, they freaking destroyed my gun. Oh my god. I'm not doing a very good job at aiming at all this round. M6 needs to stop shooting gold at me. APCR, what have you. Here we go, that takes care of it. AMX 12T, please don't shoot me. Sorry, Labobo. John, whoever's doing a drinking game. Gotta drink one. Really, guys? Yep, we be screwed now. I should have played that a little bit more aggressive. This is gonna end bad. The only hope I have is if I can kill these two guys, which bouncing a Scorpion G in this, you know, it's possible here. But actually killing him, yeah, is another thing. Surprised though I bounced his APCR. That thing has a killer frickin' premium round. He's gonna get me there. Oh, it's in the tech tree now? I didn't even realize that. If it's in the tech tree. I'm surprised we don't see more of them, which somehow we won Windstorm. Pretty decent match though, missed 2,000 damage. Scorpion G he just picked apart our both sides basically. Our teams just ran right into him. Is it? It is in the tech tree. I'm honestly surprised it's there. Honestly, yeah, I'm really surprised because I think I've I have quite a few battles in it. A lot of them are for before when I even got buffed, but I think it's a damn good tank for a premium with preferential matchmaking too. To where, yeah, I'm surprised you don't see too many of them around, especially because you know, Britain has 2 different TD lines, but yeah, it's always fun bringing that tank out ever since they buffed it years ago. So the Object 252U, I was gonna do a grind, but I kind of forgot. So onto this tank. Big spider. I got rid of all the spiders. Hello, Tim. The French medium and lights, I don't think they're overpowered at all. They recently got rebalanced. I would say the French mediums are pretty damn good now at high tiers. And the French lights, you know, they have their ups and downs. Hello, Owen. Nice to see you. I was say, I'm surprised I'm kind of afraid of, like, bugs and stuff. Like, I really don't like spiders. I don't go out of my way to kill them, though. I just catch them and put them outside and hope they don't come back in. But growing up, my brother had 2 gigantic pythons, 2 iguanas, a tarantula. He had, you know, a bunch of different fish tanks of stuff he randomly caught. Turtles. We've always had dogs, cats, stuff like that. What else do we have? Yeah, I think that's it as far as, like, different pets and stuff. Thank you very much, Urzumai, for the subscription. Wasn't the person I was aiming at, but I'll gladly shoot him. Not as safe pushing out right here, but I'm gonna go for it anyway. Screw it. I just need my Panther to survive, which unfortunately does not seem like it's gonna work out for him. I am royally screwed now. Alright. He's gonna... Oh, thank God he bounced off of me. Must run away from Ferdinand. Oh god, there's a TD up here. And there's a light. Oh god, I bounced. What the hell? My team's losing anyway. Who's going for it? My engine's damaged, but... No! He tracked me again. Yeah, he's gonna kill me. Yeah. Oh well. My team was literally... We're only down by 2 tanks, but... We literally imploded. I should have stayed back further. But, yeah. This is what happens from others, either side. We have 2 tier 8s. I was the only other tier 8. And they're both sitting in the base where they literally can't shoot anything. Thanks, guys. Granted, I shouldn't have pushed out, but thank you, Urban, for the subscription. I shouldn't have pushed out there, but yeah. Alright, so I'm just going to finish the requests here since I don't have too much time left. But a 215B. See you, JC. Gun handling isn't too good on the 252U. Ministry of Silly Walks. That could actually be a pretty good rank. I do need to make some. I'm starting to run out of them again. Levi is back to snoring. Where do I want to go? I don't want to go to the town, but yeah. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do much over another line. Do not be surprised if come next patch, because they're releasing the Conqueror changes, Super Conqueror as well, the new tier 10 one, that this tank will be going away from the standard tech tree, kind of like the French TDs that they just did. I'm just start getting distracted here. My stomach's starting to hurt. I need to eat some dinner here. Really? Yep, I shouldn't have pushed out this far in this tank, but that's what I get again for going out a little bit too far on my own. I am determined to wiggle my way out of this, but I think I'm gonna not make it because of the center. But the Scorpion G got me. Oh well, this was a short one too. Sorry for whoever requested this and waited for it, but it is what it is. So I have any tank request now. It's happened to the WZ. That's why, you know, at times I don't like taking too many tank requests because it might take me a very long time to get to a tank. Then the match is kind of like that. So. Yes, Owen. It was probably a wolf spider. I remember I used to live in a cottage on my parents' property. Ryan lived in it with me for like about 2 years before we bought this house. One morning, this thing, I call it a cottage, but basically it was a shed. Not a shed, it was actually a true cottage, just really old. Where I was getting out of the shower at like 4:30 whatever in the morning before work, and I pick up my towel on the wall, and there's literally a full-grown wolf spider behind it. I don't know how the thing got in the bathroom, but I like freaked out, like tried to smash it because the thing like jumped at me. I tried to drown it in the shower under the towel, and I told because I was late for work. Honestly, it was one of those like bad days for this to happen. And I told Ryan, I'm like, there's this gigantic spider in there. I think I killed it. Thank you for shooting me, teammate. You're the best. Yeah, that sucks. I think I killed it. I drowned it with hot water, and for a few minutes I shouldn't have stayed here. And then she texted me later. She was like, holy shit. And she had woken up a couple hours later, and she's like, the thing was still alive. Like, yeah, this thing was like, I don't know. It's like a miniature poodle or something. It was that big. Might be exaggerating a little bit, but... Oh, and you keep asking me, it's hard to say, is it worth it or not? It depends on, your own personal play style tastes. The tanks aren't bad, no. It's hard for me to say, is it worth it or not? If you want to take a look, go over to my website, wotguru.com. It's called Which Tank Line is Right for You. It's under the article area. And I pretty much review every single tank in a tank line on there. The only tanks I don't have currently on there are the Chinese tank destroyers. I need to update with them. But I would say if you've reached tier 9 in a tank line, and you've enjoyed it that far, you're gonna enjoy the tier 10 as well. I thought he flipped himself over. Yeah, hopefully I'll have the Chinese TDs up on there next week. I just want to wane a little bit before typing about them. I already kind of have a rough draft of it, but you just gotta wait and, play against them enough to see if it actually holds true, what their stats kind of indicate. I didn't want to take the shot there, but I knew even if I got shot, it'd be worth it. Do you want to do that, are you? Let's say I out-alpha you. I can't do that forever, but this is not good now. Oh, I could have killed him. But, I just got outnumbered there. Did 2,500 damage, 26 if you round up, but it's one of those matches where we only had like, what, 3 people on that flank, and somehow the rest of our team disappeared. Oh well. Alright, so my last request I'm going to do is the 112. It's literally right in front of me here. Okay, after this, I'm going to have time for maybe 1 or 2 matches. I'm just going to finish with grinds. my next stream is going to be this upcoming Sunday, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I was about to say, as far as ghosts go, I don't particularly believe in ghosts, but you know, there has been some strange things that have happened in our hotel that my family owns and I work in. Apparently it is haunted, mainly by, like, it was years ago when it happened. This girl was murdered in one of the rooms. Like, I'm talking over like 100 years ago. A lot of people have apparently seen her. I haven't, and I've stupidly, as a kid, like, played, you know, like hide and seek when there's no power on for the whole place in the winter with my cousins, stuff like that. But yeah, I don't really believe in them, but I won't say I don't believe in them. Kind of wish I had HE loaded right now. Of course, I'm the one getting shot at. Yep, we got outspotted, unfortunately, and that is not somewhere you want to stop, because 3 SPGs and a lot of tanks sitting there ready to frickin' shoot you. Got to get a little bit further over to where now the RU-251, if you look at the max spotting range on my mini-map, he's not able to spot me anymore. Got to get out of that circle, or else they're just going to keep tearing you up. And of course the accuracy on this thing is terrible. Here we go. All I had to do was complain about it, and it worked. Alright, now to venture. I'm not going to go up there because I'm alone. I don't think my team is going to push at all, to be honest. Luckily I have optics on this to where the view range isn't completely terrible. Just trying to help my team out a little bit here. That's not good, Peter. Alright, our LTTB might actually push up here. Oh, I know, I'm up to 68 damage now. Rolling in the damage here. I'm gonna guess that the FCM is right about there. And I was wrong. I'm gonna guess that one of these guys would be like, oh, we didn't spot anybody right down here. I'm gonna go around this corner. What I was banking on. Alright. Know thy tank, Panther 2. You cannot bounce heat shells with your turret like that. Not actually, I don't think I'm actually going to push here. I'm just going to kind of hold my little road here. I'm going to pull back because the enemy's pushing up. Doesn't make sense for me to push like this other guy is. Even though he has an autoloader. Yeah, maybe it does make a little bit more sense. Just doesn't matter if you take any more ground if your team's getting hammered behind you. Which, yes, I know I'm using a lot of heat. Get over it. I'm in a tier 8 low penning heavy against frickin' tier 9s here. Mainly loading it just in case I ran across the T10. Like, I'm trying not to shoot him first because... even though I set him on fire and he has no fire extinguisher. Thank you. Just trying to take out the tanks with more fire power to them. You shoot the thing that has more armor last. I've got maybe one or two left fruit. I typically, you know, I always try to hit 9 p.m. But after this battle, I'll probably run a raffle, just in case it's the last one after this. Pretty decent battle there. 3,200 damage. Again, I use a lot of heat, so not to say it's not impressive, but definitely not an amazing match to where I actually, like, say, penned people in weak spots, what have you. Will I shoot first? No. But ended up with 3,654 damage. Take that, Graham. Long way away from 28 damage, though. I know you didn't mean it by that, though. Mastery Badge First Class, High Caliber Award. Not too shabby. Yeah. Pretty decent job there. Let me add something to the loyalty shop. You'll see in 1 second when it comes to a raffle. You just have to type exclamation point raffle into the chat to enter. And you can potentially win 500 Levi biscuits if your name starts with a J and ends with an N. I'm just kidding. Alright, well, I'm gonna hop into this again. I just want to get one of these grinds done. Hello, Anthony. Nice to see you. Well, yeah, that was the goal. My team was so hell-bent on trying to kill their people in the center. I was trying to help get them out. Because they just, like, froze right in the beginning, and I'm like, oh god. So... Alright. Looking at the time, this might be the last match here. I don't think it's very wise for us to go that direction with that many people. Especially because the flag's on this side. Getting some... my stomach's like, feed me. Like stomach cramps. This is weird because I actually ate after I got home from work today. I'm just surprised our Type 4 Heavy is going, yeah, that way. If I ever win, I'll draw 2 winners. even though, you know, pushing on that side, I stand kind of corrected. The enemy pushed up the middle. I don't know when the last time I remember seeing that tactic. It doesn't really work too well just because, you know, our team could just fail and crumble, but usually it doesn't work because you're getting shot from both sides. There's not enough cover if you keep pushing up. But right now I have not found anything over here. Slightly terrifying. Because if I run into the E3 or the 263, I'm not really going to be able to pen them frontally. There's about a minute and a half left though for the raffle for anyone who wants to join. Still haven't seen anything. Might actually spot already for my first tank. Nope. T-34. Luckily, he does not have the best view range, so I just need to back on up here a little bit and track him. Got 2 critical hits, but he's like, where is he? Oop, there's an E3. Surprised that he did not spot me, to be honest. Like, really surprised. Both of these guys must either not have very good crews, but they definitely don't have optics on their tanks, which is why I always suggest putting optics, especially on high tiers. Can't see what you can't, you can't shoot what you can't see. And both of these guys, yeah, they can't even spot me. And this thing has no camouflage, especially when I'm shooting. And even though I have max view range, if they had optics, they'd be able to spot me right now. Congratulations, John, on winning. Oh my god. Oh, I'm not even making this up that I can't select a winner. I'll actually, I'll select one more winner here. Congratulations, Graham, on winning. Here we go. Thank you, E3. And I'm feeling generous. Congratulations, Leith, on winning as well. I wonder if... I'll have to ask the Fussbot guy. I wonder if the raffle bases anything off of, how often you watch. That's something I've kind of seen. Because I've noticed, well, A, John wins a lot, but he's also here a lot to enter them. I kind of noticed that a lot of people win that either watch the stream of... Oh lord, at least I didn't damage him. He kind of came zipping around there at the last second. I noticed though that a lot of people win that either watch a lot or don't, they're not to say don't watch a lot, but are new. They're either brand new viewers. Whoops, I was just about to drown myself. It's kind of on both ends of the spectrum. It's just they win some stream currency. They win 500. But yes, it is all random from what it says. Basically, the way it looks like on my stream is it shows everyone that enters, and once the countdown timer ends, it randomly picks one person from that list. So the only way that I could say run a raffle and pick people would technically be if I set the queue up to where I could randomly select somebody, by myself from a list. Pretty decent match to end the stream now. Fruit of the Tank, if you go in my video description below, you'll see a URL. It says chatbot, fussbot, stream shop, something along those lines, and it has things that you could buy, like tipping Levi. A few people did that tonight. Someone bought Levi a new toy. You know, you can challenge me. You can even have me wear a Christmas sweater and a Christmas hat, stuff like that. But pretty decent match to end the stream. Like, for example, I think it's like 10,000. Oh god, it's not working. Trying to get it here. For example, you can purchase and I had this made for Christmas. You can have me wear this. Oh, one of my little balls fell off. Wear this for the entire stream with a Christmas sweater on. An ugly Christmas sweater with Serb, who is a wargaming developer. Something like that. Just, you know, random things that are different, fun, what have you. I'm gonna have to get Ryan to fix this. The hot glue is starting to get a little brittle. But anyway, thank you again for watching the stream. My next stream coming up is going to be Sunday, 7 to 9. And then following that will be Monday, start 7. Typically I go to at least 10 p.m. on Mondays. So. But anyway, thanks again, guys, for watching. Sorry, Escott. This is the end of the stream now. Flip coin, Perkaholic. Depending on how many coins you have, it's basically 48% chance to win. But you can bet coins. Either you win or lose. If you win, like I just did, you double your gambling. So it's all right. You know, not everyone likes to chat, and it's completely fine. I'm one of the people where typically if I watch other people's streams, you know, I might say hi or something if I know them. Like take like Rita Gamer. If I ever watch one of her streams, I always say hi to her. But just because, you know, I've talked with her before and stuff like that. We both have websites for World of Tanks. But outside of that, if I watch other streamers here or there, I never really chat, honestly. But anyway, thanks again for watching, guys. Hopefully I'll see some of you guys next stream. Otherwise, have a very nice weekend. Hopefully my weekend goes pretty well here. It's the last, like, super stable busy. But yes, Serb is the bald guy with the mustache. But anyway, have a good one, guys. I'll see you around.